everyone, welcome to Jie Podcast. I'm Celine and that's Sarah. Today we are going to talk about modern dating terms. So today's episode aims to kind of be like a guide and a dictionary to all the newer terms. So both of us are not very familiar with all the terms. We're not that young anymore. So a lot of these terms come from, I think, internet, online dating. So they are kind of like linked to older terms, but then they are like the updated and newer version. So today we are going to like go through them and just share what we think about what we thought the term means, and also like what it actually means, and like if we can like differentiate all the different terms. So a lot of these today we are going to mention are actually different stages in a relationship.
I don't know, it feels like dating is more complicated now.
Yeah. So
with all
like
these terms.
Back when, like in secondary school, if I say I was dating someone, that person will automatically be my boyfriend already. Like it was not a question. It's not, you cannot date someone who's not your boyfriend. But like only when I grow older, then I realized that dating doesn't mean it's exclusive and doesn't mean that you're in a relationship. Dating is a thing by itself. So, you know, times have changed. I don't know, is it times have changed, or maybe last time I was just misled maybe. Because last time, right, if you were not dating the person, if you were just like hanging out and like getting to know, even though you're interested in each other, and then, you know, you go out one-on-one, you won't call it like dating. You just be like, oh, we are just hanging out as friends. So, times have changed. So today we're going to start. So the first one we have here is a situationship. So do you know what is a situationship?
No.
Okay, so for today, right, we are going to rely on our ever reliable Urban Dictionary. Yeah. Okay, so according to Urban Dictionary, it says here the first definition is: let's just chill, have sex, and be confused on the fact that we are not together but have official emotions for each other. That's the first definition. The second one, which is more clearer, it says here: a state of mutual exclusiveness or commitment to an individual without the officialness or label. So the example is: I'm in a situationship because I am not single, but I'm not in a relationship. I
googled.
Yeah.
And then the definition from Oxford Languages. It's a real word, you know. I didn't know it was.
Yeah, I didn't know it's a real word.
Okay, so Oxford Languages says that the meaning is a romantic or sexual relationship that is not considered to be formal or established.
So I'm a bit confused, right? Because some of the definitions here say that you are exclusive. So now we have like a situationship. What is the difference between a situationship and now like a proper BGR relationship?
The label.
Okay, yeah, so but my question is, isn't a situationship already a label? Like for you to even say like, oh, I'm in a situationship with someone. So I'm assuming, right, all these different terms is because of the boundaries. So my question now is, if you are just in a situationship with someone, is it okay for someone else? Let's say I'm in a situationship with this boy and my friend likes this boy also. Since we are just in a situationship, is it unethical for my friend to now like the boy?
I don't know, but I feel like as a friend, if you like that boy, I wouldn't like that boy too. It's a friendship kind of boundary, not the relationship kind of boundary.
Okay, so maybe not your friend, but like a third party, like an outsider.
Okay, this is complicated.
Yeah, now it becomes complicated. Is it ethically wrong for the outsider to come and chase if you're not even considered like in a relationship? Now you're just in this situationship.
The thing is, I wouldn't tell people that I'm in that kind of situation in the first place. It's a weird thing to tell people.
Yeah, I feel like if I was in that kind of situation, I would just say like, oh yeah, I really like him, and
I'm just saying
I
someone.
think
I wouldn't say
that he likes me.
I don't know, this word got the side chick feeling to it.
Situation. Yeah, it does. You know, it used to be like on Facebook, you can put your relationship status, and then this is called, it's complicated.
Yeah, yeah. It
That's
feels
where
like
people
it.
knew like, oh, you kind of like someone, that person maybe kind of like you, but then you're not sure. So that is it's
Yeah, yeah.
complicated.
It's complicated. Okay.
Okay, so following
Okay.
this situationship, we have the next term, which is
Exclusive
yeah,
dating.
exclusively dating. And so this is tied to non-exclusively dating. So I think maybe we talk about non-exclusively dating first. So that is everybody
Just
knows what that is.
dating.
Yeah, that's just dating in general, right? Because apparently dating now doesn't mean that you need to be committed lah. So you don't need to be exclusive. So that's basically what dating is, ex, ex non-exclusive relationship. No, non-exclusive
You
dating
can
is
see
you
a
can
lot of
see
people.
anybody. And so during this stage, you are just expressing, just trying to find out, like talk to a lot of people and find your interest, see whether you have spark with anyone, and maybe at this stage you kind of like narrowing down who you like, finding out what you like as well, finding out what you like and also narrowing down who you like. But the confusing part now, right, is the term exclusively dating.
I didn't get it. Like when
Yeah,
my friend
yeah.
first used it on me, I'm just like, what's the difference between that and actually being in a relationship? Because you don't get to see other people too.
This happened to quite a few of my girlfriends. So when they asked the guy, like, when they asked the guy, like, okay, so what are we now? For some reason, right, the guy didn't want to say that what exactly they are. They will just divert the question and say like, oh, I like you and I'm not seeing anyone else. But they have a very difficult time saying like, you are my girlfriend or you are my boyfriend. And I can tell that it bothers some people more than others because, right, okay, I have some friends, like when the boys do that, it makes them very confused because you kind of like don't know where they stand in terms of commitment. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Yeah, you don't know where they stand. And I feel like if they are very evasive with this question, it makes me doubt like how much you want to be together with me.
Okay, I feel like it has to be mutual. Like if you like this kind of exclusively dating thing, right? It has to come from both like
Yeah.
parties. And I feel like if it's only like one of the party that wants this exclusive dating here, he should be able to explain why. I mean, you can dish it out. You must be able to explain what.
Yeah. I think that's true because if I ask you, okay, if he says something like, oh, there's to me is there's no difference. But if there's really no difference, then why can't you call me your girlfriend? I feel like that's the case. So what my friend told me, right? What my friend told me is that once you hit, let's say you are exclusively dating, and then once you say that you're officially in a relationship, things start to progress very fast. So at the point when you're exclusively dating is still okay. I think maybe you put it this way: at the point when you're exclusively dating is still kind of like for fun. But the moment you are in a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship means you are looking forward to marriage already. You are dating for marriage. Before that, you are kind of like still dating for fun. So
I still cannot accept this.
I
It's
feel
not my thing. It's just not my thing.
yeah.
During this exclusively dating phase, I see other people. Is it considered cheating?
I don't know. Okay, I tell you right. Whereas I was thinking of this, because we filmed it previously, and now we're filming a second time. I realized that I'm also one of these people, right? That I cannot move into a relationship too fast because I will like recoil, if that makes sense. So I was just thinking about the previous time when I was with one of my ex-boyfriends, and then he said like, I love you, and I
Then
was
you
like,
ran.
it's not that I ran, it's just that I didn't feel the same way, but I didn't have the courage to not hurt his feelings, so I said it back, but I didn't
didn't
mean
mean
it. Yeah, I didn't mean it. Okay, so the next term that we have is baby
baby
mama.
mama.
So this baby mama term, right? I feel like a lot of people get very confused on what a baby mama is.
I thought it was straightforward though.
Okay, it is straightforward, as in like your
Your
baby
kid's
mama
mother.
is your kid's mother. It's straightforward in that way, but it's also a lot of people misuse the term because baby mama is actually supposed to only refer to women that you are not in a relationship with.
But there's a baby daddy too. I heard
Yeah,
of that.
it's the same way. It's the same way. Both, it goes the same way. So this person, like if you call this person your baby daddy, right? That's all they are to you. They are your child's father. You are just a sperm donor and you are just an egg donor kind of situation. You are not in a relationship.
But did they have a relationship prior to it?
I am not sure about that. Let me check. Now let's look at what Urban Dictionary says.
So if
So
you
we
are
have
like
here.
divorced, can you still call like your ex-husband your baby daddy?
So here, baby mama by Urban Dictionary says a term used for females who had a baby by a guy that does not claim them, hence they are not together. So a lot of girls
Claim them as in what? Claim the kid or claim the
no.
woman?
claim the woman.
But it sounds like an
Once
endearing term.
yeah, okay, so it says here. Again, this is not my words, this is Urban Dictionary's words. A lot of girls, namely wigger bitches, think it's cute to be a dude baby mama and proudly brag about it and try to attach wifey along to the title. This is a key sign of a fake bitch who ain't from the ghetto but just trying to be down using the word completely out of context. Once you're a baby mama, that's it. You're nothing more. It's not a compliment. Y'all ain't special, or else you wouldn't be referred to as a baby mama. Having a dude baby don't mean you have some sort of significance in his life, and him referring to you as his baby mama is just his way of saying he don't love you and will dread the next 18 years and regret that night 9 months ago.
It's brutal, but I think it's true.
Yeah,
Like, it's
I
the
think
truth.
this was the original term of the original way that people, the original meaning of the term, but then because it sounds very endearing, people started to use it even for like their boyfriends or their husbands, you know.
I don't plan to get into that kind of thing. Like, okay, fine, maybe divorce, sure, because that one is I can't help it, but like not the just randomly get knocked up and then call the guy a baby daddy. That is strange.
Oh, that's true. That's true. It sounds like too endearing a term to even be calling someone your baby daddy if they don't have a relationship to you. I didn't
Yeah,
even think
correct.
about that. Yeah, that's
It's
a very weird thing
strange.
to say. I think that's why people got very confused with the term because I mean, like, if you don't like this person and then he's no significance to you, you would just call him. Oh yeah, that's the father of my kids.
No, but if it's your partner, it's not wrong to call that person your baby daddy.
As in, that's not what the term is meant for unless you are a key sign of a fake bitch.
Okay, that's brutal.
So our next term here is simping. Okay, so simping is not like a totally new term. So okay, I have the Urban Dictionary simping definition here. A simp is someone who will stop at nothing to get someone else to be with them. So this person will do everything in their power to impress the other person and show themselves off. The person who is simping will be so obsessed with the other person that they will start to follow them around and become the other person.
Basically, you just have a very huge crush on someone, and then you do things that are like out of your character. Is that what it means?
Maybe. I have a lot of friends who are simps. Okay. And when they hear this, they will know who they are. But I do have a lot of friends who are simps, and I sometimes I say like, can you don't be such a. I use this word. I
Simp.
say like, don't be a simp. Yeah, because
What do you do? Can you like explain? Can you name your actions?
okay, I feel like I give a very very old example. So this is way years ago. There are a lot of girls that I knew in my life last time that they are making use of the guy. Okay, so for example, this particular girl, she didn't like. She knew that this guy liked her. Okay, so let's just call the guy like A likes B. So B is the girl, A is the guy. A likes B, and B knows this, but she doesn't like him back. So B, even though she doesn't like him, she make use of his feelings for her to ask him to do things.
Like pay for stuff.
Not pay for stuff, but maybe like that time wasn't paying for stuff. Like maybe just example lah. Let's say she really like to eat this satay from like East Coast Park, and this guy live at not Pasir Ris, but like live at Jukun or something. Then he go out of his way to bring the stuff for her. I know girls who do that, and usually
It's not nice.
if I'm friends with the guy, then I will say like, don't be a simp lah.
What if you are friends with a girl? What would you say?
Don't be a bitch.
Okay.
No, but I feel like it's very cruel to take advantage of someone liking you. You know, because I think this like infatuation thing is different for everyone. But sometimes when I'm infatuated with someone, like I can like lose my mind, and I will do shit like it makes me like, even though I know I'm stupid and I know that I'm taking advantage of, but I still do something. And the thing is, after that, you feel very shit about yourself. You know what I mean? You really like look at a mirror and you're like, wow, what a loser. You feel very pathetic because you know you're taking advantage of. So usually none of my friends, my good friends are like that. But I know people who are like that. But if they are my friends, I would say like, don't do it, no. Like,
But you know, some of them, they didn't ask for it. Like the person who's receiving the SIM, like they didn't ask. They didn't do anything.
oh, then that one
Get
not their
all the
fault lah.
affection.
Not
It's
their
more like a fangirl thing, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean like definitely if you didn't ask for it and that person is just willingly doing things for you, then I definitely don't think it's their fault lah. And also I don't think that they should be made to feel indebted to that person who do things for them. It's just that, you know, if you're making use of people's simpleness, simping to get things done, then I feel like that's not very, very nice. Okay, so the next term, right, it's not a new term. It's a term that
We
we
all
see
know this.
everywhere, but we can't really agree on what the term is. So the term is gaslighting.
We can't agree.
The previous time, okay, so like I said just now, right, we filmed this 2 times. The first time that we filmed this, we all couldn't agree on what gaslighting was.
Okay. So we start with our own definition first. Okay, so gaslighting, right, is like I'm unhappy with you about something, so I go up to you and tell you what you did that is upsetting me. But then like you turn it around and you make it like I'm the one overthinking and it's actually my fault instead.
Yeah, I actually I have the same idea of what gaslighting is. I cannot remember the time what Sam
Then what did we disagree on?
No. Sam said something different. Then I cannot remember. But anyway, according to Urban Dictionary, gaslighting is a form of intimidation or psychological abuse where false information is presented to the victim, making them doubt their own memory, perception, and quite often their sanity. So the classic example of gaslighting is to switch something around on someone that you know they're sure to notice, but then deny anything about it, and explain that they must be imagining things when they challenge these changes.
What a strange thing to do. Wait, you mean like switch things around, as in like physically switch things around?
Okay, so for example here, right, your spouse begins telling you things that never really happened. For instance, he says that last week he told you he was going to the bar with his buddies this Monday night, but you never remember him telling you that. Or maybe your boss gets angry because you didn't prepare the report he asked you to. When you remind him that he usually prepares that particular report, he snaps that he told you to take care of it a few days ago because he was too busy. However, you know he never asked you to do so. So now that I'm reading this boss thing, right, then I realized
It can be quite common, you know. I think it's a very common thing.
I think it's a common thing that everybody has done before. And I don't know if you do it unintentionally, is that considered gaslighting? Because okay, so for example, for us, right, because we live in the same house, then it's like sometimes I thought that I told him like, oh, okay, I have this thing to do at this time, and then he'll be like, you didn't tell me you have this thing to do at this time. You only told me you are doing this, but you didn't tell me. Let's say I told him I'm gonna film podcast at like 1 o'clock. And then he'll be like, oh, you told me you're going to film podcast, but you didn't tell me what time. So, sometimes it may just be memory. I don't
No,
know.
but you don't turn it around and make it like his fault. I think that's a difference.
Okay. I
Like,
think
you don't turn it around and blame him for like, oh, you must be overthinking it, blah blah blah. Like, don't make him feel like he's crazy. I think that's what gaslighting means.
yeah, I think in gaslighting a lot of times is for relationships is like the most clear example that I can think of, right, is if you are cheating on your partner and then your partner is like, why are you texting this guy so much? And then you turn it around and be like, no, I've never talked to him before, even though you're clearly talking to the guy. So you know that kind of thing.
I feel like I might have done it, but unintentionally. Like the what you said just now, the example that you gave.
Like a memory kind of thing.
Yeah, memory kind of thing.
Have you been gaslighted? Okay, let's just not talk about whether we have gaslighted people before, because I'm pretty sure I have. I've changed my ways, but
Retired mean girl.
Okay. I do have one. I remember last time there was this boy, right? He was damn nice to me. So I was in a relationship back then. Okay, back then, he was damn nice to me for like 2 weeks. He was like, he always pay attention to like what I like, what I don't like, and then very sweet. Every day text me very nice things. And after 2 weeks, he suddenly totally stopped. And then I asked him like, what happened lah? Like, no, I didn't ask him directly. I was like, oh, why you like suddenly like so cold? And then he's like, oh no, I said like, why is it you seem like you were very into me like last 2 weeks and then suddenly you change? And then he was like, no, never. I mean you're in a relationship. I won't do such thing. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, bruh. So
I do not understand his intentions.
yeah, I don't understand his intentions either, but that was a long time ago. I just want to clarify, that was a long time ago. So yeah, I mean, like, I wasn't like in the right also lah, but I was definitely gaslighted.
But I feel like the thing about gaslighting is that you don't even know.
No, it's the kind of things, right? You tell your friends, then your friends tell you, hey,
Yeah.
wake up.
I think that's the sad part about gaslighting. Because the terms that we previously mentioned, right, like exclusively dating, situationship, baby mama, you know that boundary, you know the boundary. But then like for gaslighting, I feel like the sad part is that you don't even know that it's happening to you.
But I think the good thing with coming out with all these different terms is that people start to identify it. Because gaslighting, I mean, it's not like a totally new term, but it was only more recently popularized. I mean recently as in maybe the last 5 to 7 years. So previously, before that, if someone was doing something like this to you, right, you couldn't
Crazy.
you couldn't name it. You couldn't
Yeah, that is
tell
true.
your friends. So because you couldn't really name it, it was very difficult for you to see if it was to see if it was you or if it's the other person. Because now if I can tell my friend, right, like I describe this situation and my friend say like, seems like it's gaslighting. If I tell them the situation again and again, then you can kind of see a pattern. But if I keep describing these type of very vague things like, oh yeah, he talked to me, then he don't want to talk to me, then you start to say things like, maybe he just busy, maybe something you said, instead of recognizing that this is a thing.
No, I feel like even if I didn't know the word gaslighting, right, I would classify that behavior as crazy. As in, I classify a lot of behavior as crazy anyway.
Yeah, no, but I mean, when you classify a lot of things as crazy, then it's very difficult to identify what exactly is the problem. Okay, so moving on to our next one, which is linked to ghosting. Okay, so we did an episode on ghosting previously. So briefly, ghosting just means, let's say you are dating someone, you're talking to someone, you can even do it to your friends. Okay, so you are in close contact with this person, talk. One day this person just vanishes off the face of the earth, and you are like,
What did I
where
do
is
wrong?
this person? They are all your messages suddenly no reply. You are not following their Instagram, you're not following their Facebook. Okay, some people not so extreme, but like ghosting basically means this person just cut you off their life without any warning. Related to the word ghosting is the term caspering.
The friendly ghost.
Yeah.
It's really friendly ghosting.
Okay, so what is the example of friendly ghosting?
I feel like we have all done it before.
Oh,
No?
okay, okay, okay,
With
okay.
friends, even with friends. You just slowly stray away from that friend. So you reply less often and you slowly just fade out from the person's existence.
My question is caspering a bad thing like ghosting is a bad thing?
Why? Like, why is it a bad thing?
No, no, no. That I'm asking because ghosting
Ah,
generally, when you say someone is ghosting you, you are casting that person in a bad light. But if I say this person is caspering, is it a negative thing to casper someone?
I think so. Because okay, the thing about ghosting is that you don't know what you did wrong. I think caspering is the same thing, right? You don't know what you did wrong. The person just is just trying to
Ah,
fade out of
okay,
your
okay,
life.
okay, okay,
But
okay,
you still don't know what you
okay.
did wrong.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay. Now I understand. Because at first I was quite confused with the usage of this term caspering, because I thought like, okay, if let's say you are dating someone and you're not interested in them, then to
Mm-hmm.
casper them, right, like to let them down, and like you kind of let them know that it's not going anywhere and you end things. I thought that was like a very reasonable thing. But then now
Okay,
you're
depends what, yeah. It depends what is more comfortable for you, I guess. And some people want like a clear answer, like, okay, I'm not interested in you. I don't see that will be like going anywhere. Some people just prefer like this person to like slowly stop talking to you and then they get the message.
yeah, it is friendlier, but I feel like caspering is very sad.
But I feel like it's more of a friends thing. It's not a dating thing.
I've done it to both. I did it to friends because okay, there was this situation like me and this girl, we were going to the same school together. So she texted me, and she's a good friend of my good friend. So we had a mutual friend. And then I remember one day we three of us we were supposed to go and watch a movie together. And so she said our mutual friend said she'll be late because she was busy or whatever. Then this girl, she asked me to go and watch the movie first. No, go and meet up earlier so we get to know each other. She made me wait for like 1.5 hours for her. And in the end, she showed up with my other friend to watch the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I don't know why I didn't have the courage to tell her off. I think because of my mutual friend lah. But I started to casper her, and she kind of got the hint because afterwards she sent me like a very long message saying like I'm very cold lah, this one that one, this one that one. But I felt like I could have told her directly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Okay.
yeah, caspering is a good thing to name caspering. I didn't realize that so many things we have done before are bad things. You see, that's why I say if you don't have these terms, right, you don't even remember that you're doing it. You're not even aware that you're it's something that is hurtful until you name it, and then like, I think about it, and yeah.
Or would you rather be caspered or ghosted? I'd rather be caspered.
I'd rather be ghosted. I'd rather be ghosted.
No, why? Okay, I can explain why I prefer being caspered. Because you you have a buffer. Like you know that the ghosting is going to happen
Okay,
soon.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
prepared. But ghosting can happen like at any time.
I feel the hurt that you get from this caspering, right, actually is a lot more. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why I feel that way. I feel like maybe it's because when in the process of getting caspered, right, you kind of feel very insecure. Which I know happens for ghosting as well. But sometimes when people just ghost and just cut me out of their life, right, and don't reply me, I just kind of assume that they're the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I feel for caspering during the process of them like not replying to your messages and you still putting in so much effort, right? Just make me very sad, no? Like if you ghost me and then you don't reply me, totally don't reply me, right? After I send like 2 messages, I won't even like text you anymore. But for caspering, it's like you're like feeding that little bit of hope. because I think in the process of caspering, you won't think I would feel like, oh, they're just, maybe they're just busy, maybe they're like just replying me because they're in the middle of a movie or something like that. Then you kind of like feed off that hope and still continue to try and make things work.
Okay.
Okay, the next one. Love bombing. Love bombing.
Okay, you have to take this. Okay, you've been taking every one of them anyway, but you need to explain it to me because I know you have said it to me 3 times or more than that, but I always cannot remember what it means.
Okay,
I always don't understand and I always don't remember.
let's just go to the Urban Dictionary. I already loaded the page already. Okay, so here. When someone comes back all of a sudden to shower you with over-the-top displays of affection or flirtation, they have been hot and cold with you over and over in your life 1 minute and then ghosting you the next without warning. So this can be manipulative and a narcissistic tactic. There's another explanation, which is another explanation that I heard of, when one person shows affection to the other but in an excessive way. So I assume, right? I assume this love bombing thing also includes the person withdrawing the love from you afterwards.
Why will you do that? Yep. Like, do you have an explanation for this behavior?
It sounds to me like this is a manipulation tactic, like they say here, because
Or maybe like he does it because he wants something out of like from you, but then like when he realized that he's not getting it, then he just withdraw. Is it something like that?
no, I feel like I've experienced this with boys before. Okay, I got a lot of experience. Okay. It's this situation, right, that they make you fall in love with them, and once you fall in love with them, it's kind of like, oh, I have achieved my goal. This girl is
Okay, then
obsessed with me.
next.
Yeah, like you become like a puppy already, right? Then you're like, yeah, okay, I'm done.
Oh, that's like narcissism, eh?
Yeah.
Like,
So
It's really
I get it.
narcissism.
Yeah, because I have people do it to me before.
But why? Like, why do you feel the need to have that kind of affection from someone else?
Last time, okay, this is in poly, right? They did it to me. So last time in poly, this person was older than us. So was like one or 2 years older. Then I don't know why, like he just will text me and then say a lot of nice things, like, oh, you're like, I think you're so pretty, blah 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 blah, you're very cute, and cause he see me quite often last time, right? Then at that time I didn't have boyfriend, I was single. Then I was like, fine, I mean, cause he's so nice to me, then I got talk to him and everything, and then suddenly he's like gone. So he just ghosted at the end. Also now I realize I have been ghosted. Okay, so yeah, it's just gone. So and the thing is, I still see this person in real life, but then in real life, they just like don't really care about you anymore lah. So I feel like that is love bombing. Cause you're like, what the hell are you doing, right? You know what I mean?
I know, I get what you mean.
So I can get why love bombing, people say it can be manipulative. So I wonder, right, if people like read all this or like hear this, right, will they suddenly be thinking, oh, I suddenly like realize, oh, that's what I've been in, love bombing.
But I don't know, love bombing sounds like a positive term. It really just sounds like you're just showering me with excessive love and affection. It's like, to a puppy.
Yeah. I also thought it was a positive term. The first time I saw the term on a YouTube video, I thought it was a positive term. I didn't expect it to have such a bad ending. Okay, the next one. This one you can take it then.
What is it? Soft launching. It's not fun anymore because the first time we did this recording, right, Celine didn't know what it meant. So she tried to guess, but now she knows, so it's not fun anymore. So basically, okay, my definition. Should I just go to urbandictionary.com? So according to Urban Dictionary, the definition of soft launch is a photo preview of a talking stage before it becomes an official relationship on social media, etc. So like for example, taking photos of their dinner plate in
Oh,
their hands, half their face or their shoes as to allude there's someone special in your life.
oh, yeah. Okay, so soft launching is specifically for social media.
Yes. Because it's a like picture and you
Oh.
share with your friends. No, ma, why would we want to do that? You know, because of this thing, right? Yeah, it has brought inconveniences to me. Because sometimes I go out with my friends, yeah, I'll take photo of the dinner plate, and you know their hands will be there, but it's unintentional. Like I totally, it's not in my mind. Like oh, uh, I don't want people to know that I'm eating with this person. Then I just post online, and then people will ask me like, "Oh, are you seeing someone?" But I just wanted to post the food with my friend.
Oh,
And then now, right, every time I go out with my friend, I need to check. I need to zoom in and check like whether there are like hands or like shoe, that kind of thing. Because I don't want people to ask me. So I hate this, basically.
I don't have a problem with that lah. I feel okay. I feel right when people are doing. I feel like it's an okay thing to do. I've done it before. Lots of my friends have done it before, and then we'll just be like, I will just reply the photo. I'll just be like, hey,
Yes.
who's that? Who's that? But I've never heard of this term soft launching. So this is like a statistic that I've heard, right? Or like a fun fact that if you keep your relationship a secret for a period of time before you're official, right? So you have like a secret relationship, the honeymoon buzz will last longer. You know,
Okay.
so I didn't know that before. My friend told me about it. My friend told me about it last time, and I didn't. She was saying it out of her own like her own thoughts. But then I actually saw that I can't remember where I saw it, but it was actually a thing, that if you keep it secret, because I think it's like, when you first get together, then you got that very like 甜蜜蜜 feeling, like always us against the world kind of thing, but then you're in secret, right? Then after that, when you're official and then you get together, then everybody's like, oh wow, congrats, like no, you got a girlfriend, is it? Then you like share that, oh yeah, I found someone, and then you share that memory. It prolongs that special period. So yeah, do more soft launching. It helps your passion last longer.
Okay.
Okay, so our last one is emotional cheating. So I feel like this is a whole topic. It's a whole podcast topic by itself. But
Brief. We'll just talk about it briefly.
briefly, what do you consider emotional cheating?
Okay, this is my own definition, right?
Yeah. Because emotional
Okay,
cheating,
yeah.
I think everybody knows what emotional cheating is. But everybody's definition of emotional cheating can be different because everybody's boundaries are different.
Okay, so it's like for me is if I'm in a relationship with you and then you like someone else and you are like actively yeah, you're talking to the person knowing that you like the person.
So if they like someone but they are not talking to that person, it is not emotionally cheating.
Yeah, because I feel like it will happen. It will definitely happen. Especially like if you're in a relationship for a very long time, right?
Yeah.
Your eyes will stray, but it's whether you're going to
Act on it
act
lah.
on it. Correct.
Okay. I think I feel the same way. I don't know why I always associate emotional cheating with texting behind your back, like constantly texting other people.
Isn't it?
I find emotional cheating very hard to stamp out because you are, I don't know.
Can't control how you feel.
Yeah, you cannot control how you feel, and sometimes you really get so crazily like obsessed with someone that I don't know. Sometimes you don't go to the extent of physically having sex or even holding hands or kissing or touching anything like that, but you just always want to talk to that person, and sometimes if especially if you're like in a friends group or in a school friends work situation, you cannot help but talk to that person. So I mean, it's definitely cheating lah, but I don't know. It's just hard. It's just hard to stamp out. I'm not saying you should do it.
Okay.
Don't do it, okay?
But which one is worse? I always feel like this debate. There's always this debate.
Yeah.
Which
There's
is
always this
worse?
debate.
So for you, which is worse?
I think emotional cheating is worse.
Really? For me, it's physical. Because I feel like for physical, it's something that you can control. I feel like I would blame you less for something that you didn't do on purpose.
Okay, I feel okay, we were talking about like physical cheating here. We are just talking about one night stand. Obviously not like the emotional build up to the cheating, right? Because then
One
there
night
is
stand, as in,
emotional
like, are you
and
drunk?
physical. Okay, I feel like if this person was just very horny and then like they just wanted to cheat on me, right? Because they wanted to, I feel like it will hurt me less because I feel like emotional cheating, you feel yourself slowly like this person slowly losing interest in you.
Okay.
And it's something like you cannot even you cannot really like blame them for it. I feel like that this is why for you is you cannot blame them for it, but for me I feel like it's precisely because sometimes they're just so attracted to someone, you cannot even like blame them for it. They're just drawn to this person, and you know you feel so helpless. But I think for like physical cheating, right, then for me it's very easy, like, oh yeah, it was definitely your fault lah. You know that for me it's that kind of thing. That's why I feel like emotional cheating is worse when you really lose their love for you.
I don't know. I don't like people with no self-control.
Yeah, okay, so that's all for today's episode of all the terms. So it's like a long interesting list of
How do you
terms.
feel about these terms
No,
now that we are updated?
No, like I said, like I always think that these terms, it's a good thing to have these terms, I feel, because you know, I think one thing last time I heard before, like, you know, for children, right, it's very important for you to teach them how to identify their emotions. If they're feeling angry at a young age, if they're feeling angry, you want them to be able to express how they are feeling. They're feeling sad, you want them to know that, oh, you're feeling sad, this is normal, you're feeling sad. So I think the same thing for adults, right? Just that, of course, adults, you're older, it's much more complicated, but you want to be able to have the vocabulary to express your situation and how you're feeling. So I actually think it's a very good thing. I mean, okay, I feel like the dating tiers, right, some of them, to me, is a little bit unnecessary because sometimes you're excessively complicating things. But I feel like the rest of the terms, like, for example, love bombing or
Gaslighting.
caspering, or even like the soft launching, all this kind of stuff, it's good to kind of have these terms so that you can describe.
I think it's a good thing too. But just, you know, if any of you out there, you are going to use these terms on me, right? Just leave me alone.
Which one? The dating ones, ah?
Or everything, like if you are going to do any of it, right? Just leave me alone.
Yeah, when they started out
Don't
like
find
talking to
me.
you, how would they know whether they're going to casper you or not? I've never started talking to someone with the intention of ghosting them in the end.
That is true, but you can just tell me that I'm not interested in you.
Okay, so you want to hear the hard, honest truth. So anybody who want to talk to
Correct.
Sarah wants 100%
Yeah.
honesty. I
Don't
respect
give
that.
me that tears of dating. I don't like it.
I respect that. I could do with some lies. Cushion my blow. Thanks. But okay, that's all for
Okay.
today. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you in our next episode. Follow us on our Instagram at Jie Podcast, where we will post updates.
Oh, tell us new terms.
Oh yes.
Terms that you think that we don't know. Actually, we don't know a lot of terms. So
Yeah, because we are the
It'll be
old Gen
fun.
Z. We are the what was it called? Geriatric Gen Zs. We are the geriatric Gen Z, so we need to know what the baby Gen Zs know.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.